In the vast expanse between pixels and posts, there's a frequency only the brave can hear. You found it. 89.9, The Void. Two voices, infinite opinions, zero filter, stories from Reddit, news from the digital frontier. Welcome to The Void.
Fantastic. Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Sleep Cactus, back at it again with Lovely Nights. What's up, Internet? You're listening to 88.9 late. Fuck that up completely. Oh, fuck it. What's up? It's your boy, Sleep Cactus, and I'm here with Lovely Nights, and I'm here to catch him up on the whole Emiru and Mizkif situation. Since this man hasn't, do you know anything about what's going on?
I know they exist. I know they were in a relationship at some point in secret, and that's about it.
All right, give me 1 second while I test the audio. All right, cool. You sound good. You sound a little too loud. Let me turn you down just a little tad.
Man's trying to silence me and what I have to say.
All right. Okay. So, to give you a basic overview. Oh, Jesus Christ. What happened? No. Oh, that's because me editing. All right. That's right. The delay. So, essentially what happened, to give you the summary of it, and then I'll go into detail. Emiru and Mizkif are Twitch streamers. They started dating back in January 2022 in secret, and then they broke up, what I want to say, last year. But during the relationship, lots of things happened. Uh, and currently, what the major drama is right now is that Emiru, the lady you see right in front of you, is accusing Mizkif of sexual assault, a bit of domestic violence, and a plethora of other things.
Hmm.
Any
That
questions
is.
so far?
No, that seems pretty cut and dry. I mean,
Cool. And at one point, just to let so you know, I am going to, there's going to be a hard pivot, right? I'm going to start with this drama first because it's the biggest one. And then I'm going to take you up on another drama that Mizkif's in, or was in. All right.
okay.
So 2 weeks ago, uh, Emiru dropped this video, the last 3 years of my life, trigger warning Mizkif. And I just want to just start off right there. Let Emmy speak. I think she says it the best.
Um, Today I'm finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that Ms. Kiff has done towards me, and some of these issues which are still ongoing. For the entirety of this year, I've attempted to separate myself from him and not talk about him at all, and not talk about this issue, and just not make it a public thing. I always tried my best to keep this to myself, but like I said, I feel like it's gone to the point, which I'll explain later, that
All right. So off that, it's a pretty big accusation, right? So let's go to the first one.
he has been indirectly threatening me through my friends and people that I work with.
Oh man.
He has been reason for why I'm doing this is that for a while he has been indirectly threatening me through my friends and people that I work with. They've informed me that he said that if I ever talked about anything he did, he would try to create a smear campaign against me in retaliation. I was told that he even approached other streamers who were close with us back when we lived together, asking them if they would join with him, and they all refused.
So off that, dog. Pretty big fucking just wild accusation, right?
The chat is that Kirby that they're spamming?
Yeah, dog. Does it matter? Does it matter
No,
what they're spamming?
no. It's just it's pretty it's not polarizing. I'll think of the word for it, but it's pretty tonally different than what's going on.
Really? Is it? I mean, you see her room, see all those Kirby plushies in the background. There's a bunch of anime figurines, and you're worried about the Kirby heart emojis that are in the chat? That's all you got to talk about?
No, I mean, I'm interested to see what else is going on. I don't know.
You don't have any questions at all?
No, I feel like she's going to explain it.
I have a few more things I would like to get out of the way before I start talking about all of this.
That's
Some kind of witch hunt, like, oh, you know anything. The org and everything, things that really matter. He was very controlling over secret. A lot of people mentioning this, they thought this was what I was going to talk about. It's not a secret. I think everyone who paid attention knew that he was very controlling over what I wore, to a degree, who I was friends with, and even when I would stream. So, when it was definitely slow over time that bad things started happening. At the start, it would be things like, for example, he would throw bottles, like plastic bottles with liquid in it, not like glass bottles, at me, despite me telling him like I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruised very easily. He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, you know, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye, but he always, you know, was like, oh, it's an accident. And I was like, oh yeah, it's an accident. Like, you know, of course I'm not gonna think that.
all right. So we got our first actual accusation of domestic abuse. This guy apparently would get so mad he would throw water bottles at her or near her and hit her in the face with a phone, right? Oh, that's not too bad. Then Mizkif makes his own video.
Everything was perfect. She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat. I'm brushing my teeth. Right here. Look at me. I would throw my phone on the bed. I would just
Here's the first question: why, though? Why do you need to do that? Why do you need to throw your phone at all? I get it; it's your own fucking shit. You can do whatever the fuck you want in your own house, but it's still weird. And why the fuck would you throw your phone at your girlfriend or on your bed when your girlfriend is laying there? You know what I mean?
Why not put it in the pocket?
Yeah. And you can kind of see him just kind of gloss over this. And the crazy thing about this too is that he kind of went live immediately after Emmy uh posted her video. She went live, then after that he went live trying to address the situation, which is fucking stupid. Because again, these are very serious allegations, and to just do that without like having a script prepared. Some people think like, oh, when you're, being streamers or being a content creator, we want the real authentic version of you. And I think that's what it is. There's some merit to that thought. There are some aspects where you have to be calm and collected and gather your thoughts in one specific, especially when it comes to something like this. So we have the first accusation of domestic abuse, throwing water bottles and stuff like that. Actually, let me see if I can pull up this clip real quick. Bang, bang, bang. I just remember this clip. I should have pulled it up beforehand.
There's a whole lot
Starbucks
of throwing Starbucks.
at Maya. See if I can find that clip real quick. Boom.
I think Miz is coming up here, but I think his chat ratted on him.
Oh, spam when you say something, Maya.
Chat
They
cheated.
spam for like.
Loser!
Oh, there he is. He's
Loser!
Wait, that's third place. That's third place.
Loser.
Third place.
loser.
Second loser.
Loser.
Matt
That
is
isn't the
out.
fucking thing I was looking. Yeah, I like how I say throwing fucking Starbucks and I get this. There it is. I found it. Nope, wrong one.
You just graduated, so I got.
Bang.
Okay.
Look at her face. She's so uninterested.
She said no.
Maya unimpressed. That's what that was.
2 Starbucks bags of Starbucks I got you over the past few days.
Oh my god.
Skip, that was
Throw
not
it back.
funny.
Throw it
Yeah, there
back.
better be.
So already we're starting to see a little bit of a pattern of abuse. For those who don't know, especially you, Maya Higa, who is Ryan Higa's cousin, didn't know that until like a couple years ago, were in a relationship before he and Emmy were in a relationship. And actually, she actually is also involved in a bit of a controversy herself. That's going to be the pivot, but that'll come up later in the video.
You know, he's stressed. A lot of stuff was happening, but the bad behavior was ramping up, and I feel like it's so apparent if like, you know, you go back and watch anything from that time. I tried so hard to help him. I wanted him to a lot worse. There was a point where things really took a turn for the worst. Like, it felt like, you know, like a very delicate branch just kind of snapped.
What she's talking about here when things got really bad, because I'm not going to keep playing these clips back and forth, especially if you're not going to talk. Eventually, back in, I believe it was 2022 or 2023, there was a Rust event. It's pretty big. It was during lockdown, so everybody was on Twitch and watching stuff. When that happened, Emiru and Mizkif went live at the same time. When that happened, way more people were watching Emmy than Mizkif's stream. And when that happened, Mizkif got very upset. He was very sad. He told his chat, "Hey guys, I'm super tired. I'm just gonna go off stream for a bit. You know, I haven't slept. See if I can find out this tip."
It, Rust the game, I'm
Yeah,
assuming?
yeah, Rust the game.
Okay.
Mizkif.
I didn't think it was still a popular game. I haven't heard from that game in forever.
I don't give a fuck about you, XUC. Can I just... There it is.
Alright, chat. I'll see you guys later. I will see you guys probably tonight, if not tomorrow. I just need a nap. I'm fucking zooted out of my mind.
What does unofficial Ms. Raid mean?
All acting like we haven't murdered, like we haven't pillaged, like we haven't had to do. She had a one-hit advantage. She was coming after me.
Well, I have some cloth in my house.
Alright, chat. I'll see.
So, if you're gonna hear that, this man is so pissed off that he is not the #1 watch guy in the house that he's fucking slamming doors, breaking shit, punching holes in walls. This guy has to be the #1 guy that he's losing his shit. Not only that, after this clip, she proceeds to go take a bathroom break where she's gone for like 20 minutes, where she's trying to comfort Mizkif. She later brings it up here, but you know, he's like, it's fucking over, whatever it is, you know, I don't want to talk about it, yada yada yada. I want to kill myself. You know what? Go back inside the room. Leave me alone. Go back inside the room so that way nobody knows what's going on. So this man already in just a few clips and just already 12 minutes, we can already see this man is clout hungry, viewer hungry, and just needs to be the center of attention. Just a borderline perfect picture of a narcissist.
Sounds
And
like a borderline personality disorder.
in what way?
Just the mood swings and the constant need for attention.
Maybe. Now, I said that. Wow, I'm gonna get through this pretty quick, dog. Fuck, you don't. For real, you don't have any questions. You don't want to have anything else to say. Because if not, I'm gonna get through this pretty fucking fast. And it's gonna be a pretty quick stream.
I'm just learning, man. I like you're explaining it pretty comprehensively. I have no questions because you're answering them.
All right. Later on, what is it? So slamming doors, yada yada yada. She goes on into the video saying that he was in a previous controversy. Let's see if I can find that moment. Don't
Very
drink
long
water.
time, and a lot of you guys probably noticed that I would only usually stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That was because of him. And now I stream whenever I want, but or like, you know, just special things for a very long time, and a lot of you guys probably noticed that
All right, well that's the same thing. Basically, he convinced her that they shouldn't stream on the same day because in his thought it was like, well, we kind of share the same audience. I don't want us to lose viewership. I don't want us to, you know, yada yada yada. Basically, he was trying to protect his own ego in a weird, conniving way, controlling him
Yeah,
in a sense.
that was going to be my question. Was he streaming on her off days because it conflicted?
Yeah, okay, because obviously, these people, Emiru, Mizkif, and Maya Higa, and a lot of other streamers were in a organization called OTK, Once True King, which is basically a giant streamer house, which makes sense because, when streamers get together, they collab, they share audiences, their audience is bigger, more viewers. It just made sense financially, right? Or just, financially, monetarily, yada yada yada. Uh, but Mizkif, as we can see, gets fucking pissed if he's not the center of attention. According to Turkey Tom's video, which is really great, great fucking video, he he's very dismissive of people. At a point later on in the video, he kind of just says, "All you guys are useless." Around 2024, 2025, Mizkif starts calling the people around him useless, that they don't help him out because they're not bigger enough than him. They don't give him enough views. They don't get enough, brand recognition. So he keeps falling off and he's going down this downward trajectory. The reason why he's going down this downward trajectory is because of sexual assault allegation from streamers. And I'm gonna let where are you? Turkey Tom explain it.
And a lack of one reliable narrator. But first,
so this is Adriana Lee. Adriana Lee is a kind of mid-sized streamer. For some of you who might probably know her, she was on Financial Audit multiple times. She went to a party with at another streamer's house called Novaru.
hard to discern because of conflicting reports and a lack of one reliable narrator. But first, I'll play what Novaru said on stream about it.
He went into the room and he started, I heard this from 3 people, by the way. He started like touching her and was like, I don't know exactly what his intentions were, but I just know that he was touching her, and everyone was like, dude, stop, like she's trying to fucking relax, she's drunk, like it's weird, like don't fucking touch somebody when she's drunk, and like especially when you're just making out with her. Like I don't know what the intention there was, but everyone that was there, the 3 people, told me that they were very uncomfortable by the situation.
This story was told live in a very careless fashion 18 months after it supposedly happened, leading to a lot of conversation in the community. Shortly after, Adriana Lee herself made a response to the situation.
So, off rip, I think it's low-key a little bit fucking shady as hell. How the fuck are you gonna tell someone else's sexual assault story, especially your friend's sexual assault story, without going through them first?
At this point, did they know that she had spoke? I'm sure they knew that she spoke out publicly, but like before that.
No, she didn't. I just told you that she didn't speak out. She's talking about her friend's sexual assault. Okay? So she didn't speak out. Novaru, the girl you just saw talk, was talking about her friend Adriana Lee's sexual assault. But Adriana Lee never mentioned anything. And the reason why, if you see this name right here, Crazy Slick is Mizkif's best friend. So essentially, they were at a party. There was a streamer party. Novaru just turned 21. She invites a bunch of streamers over. They have a huge party. People are getting drunk. Let me just let Adriana Lee explain her experience.
She opens by saying that she was very intoxicated and ended up blacking out, so she herself doesn't exactly remember what happened. I was told that I was kissing my best friend, Anna, and another one of my close friends at the time, consensually. Crazy Slick was following us around, trying to kiss me, trying to kiss her, and at one point I was told that he and I ended up kissing. Then
Alright, fucking weird, dog. Just following around like a puppy dog, it's fucking crazy as hell. Why? Why do that at all? Also, I totally forgot to mention this. This all happened before he and Emmy started dating. So this whole thing happens a year or 2 before he and Emmy are dating. Okay?
The following paragraph is crazy.
Yep.
And apparently, I was passed out in one of the rooms at the party, and he came into the room while I was unconscious. He came into the room a couple of times after being asked to leave me alone each time. In 2 of those instances, he touched my neck and chest, saying he was just making sure I was alive, after being assured by my friends that I was okay as they were watching over me. Whether or not his intentions were out of genuine concern or not, I don't know. To be clear, he did not rape or assault me, but his actions did make me uncomfortable.
Now, she would go on later and edit that twit longer. But the reason why is weird. So what happened was this twit longer comes out. It gets back to it blows up, low key. So Mizkif, Crazy Slick, and his girlfriend Maya hear about it. They apparently freak the fuck out. And so Mizkif organizes a sit down between those three. They're like, all right, Maya, you're big. You're a girl. You have a big audience. Go talk to her because she's not picking up our phone calls. She's not talking to us. There's nothing going. We don't know what's going on. We're all freaking out. Can you go figure out what's going on? That is his interpretation. However, there was a leaked phone call between him, Trainwrecks, which is a big gambling streamer on Kick, Asmongold, who's a gaming gaming streamer on Twitch, XQC, another big gambling streamer slash gaming streamer on Kick, and he was on Twitch at this time. And the only two who actually matter, which are Mitch and Barry, two small guys. But this phone call was leaked to Destiny. Unfortunately, there's no other way I can watch this without having to watch Destiny. Destiny's his own can of worms, and we're not gonna get into
It was
that.
basically Mila gaslighting Adriana the whole time.
So off rip, wild thing to hear before the video even starts.
Extremely, dude.
Basically saying,
wait for the tweet if you want information. Why are you going? Why are you going before the tweet comes out?
Because we didn't know anything. We barely even knew that there was a.
That's not your business to know. That's not your business to know.
When your best friend is getting canceled, man, I'm sorry, you want to act.
And it's crazy that he says this, dog. Because later on in this video, because this is edited so to drag people in. But early in the call, Mizkif is talking to Train, which is the second voice you heard, saying, "Man, if it came out that Slick did do that, did assault her, did rape her, I was ready to cut him off right then and there." All right, if that's the case, why are you tripping out so much? And why are you not giving the victim her time and space? You guys are the biggest fucking streamers in the city, Austin at the time, and you're fucking pressuring her to come out.
Yeah, I feel like supporting and promoting an open space and comfort, not rushing someone, because I may be confused. They were trying to not control the situation, but like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not control, like manipulate? No?
Yeah, no, manipulate. Yeah, they were trying to manipulate the situation.
Okay, yeah.
Great way to say it. So it all depends on whose side you take. Because if you take Mizkif's side, he's like, I was worried about my friend. I couldn't sit idly by. I needed to figure out what was going on with my friend, see if he was really like a scumbag, and see if his life was completely over. Right? Or you hear Trainwreck side, and it's this guy and sent his girlfriend and his buddy to this small streamer's house and manipulated and kind of used their power, aka their big streaming numbers, to manipulate her into redacting her statement.
Who? That's in person is crazy.
Yeah. Let's see if I can actually find.
I'm sorry, you just want to act.
That act is inappropriate. The act is inappropriate. And what do you mean, best friend? You care, Ms.
I do care.
You were in a situation.
You know how hard it is to be with your best friend.
I don't trust
Ms. Canceled, and you want to try to make sure he's okay.
Ms.
I care about Slick. I
Ms.
do. I didn't say I dropped nukes. I could say that you.
And here's the thing that's also crazy is that when you watch this full video, if you guys ever do, Miz is talking a lot. The question I have is, why the fuck are you talking, Miz? You weren't there. This isn't about you. This is about your friend, Crazy Slick, who isn't in the fucking call. The only people who were there was Mitch, and Barry was the driver for some fucking reason. I don't know why the fuck he's in the call. And I don't know why the fuck Maya is in the call giving her side of the story. It's just these two having an ideology fight. ideological fight. There it is.
Yeah.
No, I'm good guy. I was just trying to figure out what's going on with my friend. I'm trying to be there for my friend. I don't, if he's canceled, that'd be fucking terrible. Which is crazy because like at the end of the day, dude, you're a millionaire. You could set your friend up for life. You know?
Yeah, and you're just trying to make sure that it eventually reflects positively on your own status.
Mm-hmm. See if I can
You were
actually find
scared and threatened. That's all I said. It's not dropping nukes, dude.
No,
I
listen.
said you were scared and
I'm
threatened.
going to read your message to me.
Uh-oh.
You said all he has to do is tell the truth. That's it.
All right.
And Ramsey, they came at me for YouTube
Did I, though?
videos.
Train, did I?
It's not important.
Nash messaged me and
So yada yada yada. He and where am I at? What is this? So that was back in 2022. They start dating. Obviously, this takes a huge impact on Mizkif's mental. All right. He's losing subs, he's losing viewers, he's losing yeah, subs and viewers. I'd say a couple friends. And it started to impact him. He then also was being sued by that same streamer, Adriana Lee. The girl in I'll just show the photo one more time. And her. So Adriana Lee, not Adriana Lee. Yeah, Adriana Lee sues Mizkif because she believes that she was manipulated and used the societal pressure of these big streamers are coming by and implying that if I don't change my story, it can affect my future career as a streamer. Which makes sense. Because these guys are the biggest fucking streamers in the city. Mizkif kind of had an open door policy for streamers. If you were big enough, you can come by any time because it meant that his stream was going to blow up. And why wouldn't you? These guys were getting like 20, 30,000 views. That's like hundreds of thousands of $1 million a month, dude. A month. That's crazy fucking money.
Yeah, so when your position is threatened like that, the first reaction you would have is to strong arm someone to make sure that it can't come back. That's insane, dude.
Let's see what this is. Yep. So, and how this thing all comes up is that uh they get into this kind of petty fight with nope, that's not what I was trying to show. What was this? Oh, it's way early in the video. I'm a fucking idiot. So it all starts with this. So you remember back in what's like 2020, 2021 when gambling started to get pretty big on Twitch and YouTube?
I do remember that.
Yeah, and a lot of streamers are coming out and they were talking about it. Uh, Hassan was talking about it. Uh, Pokemon was talking about it. Everybody had an opinion about it. And so Mizkif was talking mad shit about Trainwrecks, who again is the biggest gambling streamer. He literally is a co-owner of Stake, which is a online casino slash streaming platform. And he goes off to say this.
Point a few years back, whether there's any truth for scamming others, shouldn't be decided to chime in, stating this. If we're going to deplatform people for scamming others, shouldn't we have banned you for Jolt's coin a few years back? Whether there's any truth to the specific claim being made about Train here is unknown. What is known is that this single tweet may have been one of the worst mistakes of Mizkif's life. Train responded with,
"Are you going to send Maya and Mitch to railroad and blackmail me like you did all those girls to cover up all those sexual assaults? You scumbag piece of You want to come at me and make stuff up? Then you better be sure you don't live in a glass house. You insecure pussy."
So boom, that spirals, that brings this whole thing. Because again, this was like a year and a half after the assault took place. Got it?
Yes.
So 2021, party happens. 2020, 2021 party happens. The incident happens. It's brushed under the rug because lo and behold, Maya, Mizkif's girlfriend at the time and Mitch's friend come by and say like, "Are you sure that's what happened? Because if you're wrong or if you're even hesitant or unsure at all, we would have to like kick him out of the house." And that would suck if you were wrong. And if you were wrong, it could affect your streaming career. So that happens. They continue to get into, then a little bit later, Maya and him break up, which is kind of already sus. We already went over this. The calls got leaked. Maya makes her response. Let's see what Maya has to say for herself.
Summary. On one team, you have Train, who claims that Maya's role in the situation was to bully Adriana Lee into downplaying the allegations. On the other side, you have Mizkif, who claims that he was simply trying to figure out exactly what was going on and was worried that his friend and roommate was about to have his life ruined over something Mizkif did not know the truth of. Maya did a stream responding to the claims where she said this.
I was fine with her, the twit longer, fine, right. She was gonna write a twit longer. And I asked
I try to find this tweet longer. Unfortunately, the tweet longer is no longer available. Shout out to fucking Turkey Tom for finding it. You're a real G. And shout out to the A-logs. Unfortunately, I'm small enough that I can't find it. I fucking spent 2 hours today trying to find that bitch, dog. I couldn't find that shit at all.
Asked her if she thought that Slick raped her or sexually assaulted her. And at the time, we agreed, or at the time, she said no. So I said, okay, could you include that in your twit longer then? And she said, okay. Was there a power dynamic in that situation? Because I'm a bigger streamer, yes. And I feel bad about that. It wasn't my intention to introduce that to the situation. I wasn't trying to impose that on her. I wasn't trying to pressure her, or like force her into saying something. But did it naturally exist? Yes.
Meanwhile, Adriana appeared on Hassan Piker's stream to claim that Maya had encouraged her to downplay what went down.
I walked downstairs, they're like, so what happened? Like, let's do something about it. And I was like, well, I was just gonna write the twit longer with Kyle, the person that was there. Like, I don't really see why you guys need to be here.
And see, this is crazy. So, in the leaked phone call, let's see if I can find that actual timestamp. Because, God, this is a 2-hour video and I fucked up. I couldn't
Best
find
friend
it.
in the entire world. Maya's upset. Mitch is sitting there. We're all freaking out. Slick.
They're trying to contact her, the person who just thought she was sexually assaulted. And for some reason, she's not picking up. Isn't that weird? Why would the sexual assault victim not want to respond to the best friends of the fucking perpetrator? Isn't that wild? Why would she do that? But no, if for anyone fucking looking out, it's like, yeah, that makes sense, dude. You're literally his best friend. You're gonna try to take his side. You're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But you keep blowing up her fucking phone. That's a fucking huge overstep, dog. And not only that, you end up getting the one friend that she is contacting to drive you guys over there in order to, again, use this power dynamic of if you don't fucking do this, it's gonna look your career might suffer.
Yeah, and also I know it's been stated, but like the fact that she said was like, did I want to introduce it? No, but then like you have to, when you have that type of audience, you have to approach every situation that deals with this type of stuff, knowing that there is this thing that exists and how your words could be misconstrued, could not be misconstrued. And I feel like apologizing for that it is not irrelevant, but more erroneous. Because, like, you knew. You knew 100% what you were doing.
Alright. I'm getting bogged down by this, alright? It's not important anymore. Last thing I said to move the story forward. Adriana Lee sues Mizkif and all these people. Now, legally speaking, Mizkif is cleared. There was no, he was found, was it innocent of persuading, pressuring her, manipulating Adriana Lee into changing her story of sexual assault. So, in the eyes of the law, he's totally fine. Because again, there was a whole lawsuit. But while this lawsuit was happening, Mizkif bought a gym called Iron Gym. For those who are super into Twitch, you might have seen it. A lot of streamers go down there and watch it. A lot of professional bodybuilders have gone there and worked out. I believe what's his name? I'm trying to say Randy something. Fuck,
Randy Orton?
not Randy Orton. Um, it's not important. A lot of these big streamers go there and work out. It just makes sense. Uh, and so does Mizkif. And while he's doing that, he's starting to put on muscle fast, strangely fast, to the point where people are like, "Dude, are you natty?" People will start to think like, "Are you taking roids?" And he's like, "No, guys, no, I'm all natties. It's all natural. You guys are just haters. You guys are A-logs. You guys are, chronically in line. Get off the internet. Yada, yada, yada." Turns out, if I can find these DMs, he was taking roids. Not only was he taking steroids, he was taking mushrooms on the daily, dog.
What the fuck?
Which, like, if I'm being generous, I can see what he's coming from. At this point in time, he's under a lot of stress. He's under a lot of scrutiny. People still believe that he is the perpetrator and helping was it, not a rapist, a possible rapist / sexually assaulter walk free and still be, connected with him. So he's it's doing an effect on his mental where he breaks down on stream a couple of times. I can find these videos. Where are they? Nope. 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 Son of a bitch. Where? Iron Jim.
Time. For example, he got into a beef with Bruce Drop Him Off, who ended up having this to say.
Mizkif, stop texting my phone.
The speed of his progress was unusual. This led people to speculate that he was on steroids, but Mizkif denied that this was the case. There would also be a few candid moments from Mizkif's streams where he appeared to be having a mental health crisis, feeling that the public backlash he got was undeserved.
Go off your stream and stream, bro. Get on my chat, man. My mental can't take it anymore. I just can't. I can't do it. Like dying. It's so bad, chat. It's so bad, man.
Publicly, Miz was collaborating with his friends.
So, as you can see, he's having he's having a mental spiral, which makes sense when you're having a fucking weird chemical reaction going on in your body where this, psychedelic mushrooms that you're taking on the daily, which is stupid, uh, it's constantly going off and reorienting your brain. Being generous, it makes sense. Taking mushrooms when you're having a bad time makes sense because as someone who has taken mushrooms myself, uh, it's very euphoric and it brings you a sense of connection with yourself. You can, go on spiritual journeys, discover things about yourself, and you become more, not at peace. How do I want to say this? You feel connected to the world around you. You're like, yo, man, we're all one. It's all peace and love. I
Easier
don't,
to conform with
yeah,
your surroundings and not fight it.
yeah, kind of. It's a weird way of saying it, but like when you take mushrooms, you kind of feel this sense of, you know, well, just you're kind of like a hippie, dog. You're just like, yo, man, one love, one heart. We're all connected. At the end of the day, people are people. But when you take something like steroids, it has a different psychological effect. It's very deteriorating, degrading, and more importantly, it's very narcissistic because it puts you at the forefront of your own thoughts. If you've seen any Roid Rage compilations, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's crazy seeing people. Actually, hold on. If I can find it, maybe I can see it in my own likes. Da, 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 da. There was a video I saw. It was either on YouTube or on Instagram, where these two bodybuilders were in the. It's not. Don't worry about that girl on the left. No, that's not it. There we go. Like videos. Perfect.
He's gonna reveal his likes on stream.
Yeah, and I just revealed my fucking my throwaway. Da, da, da. Where these two bodybuilders are working out in their home gym, and literally one guy gets so upset he fucking leaves, and the other guy you pan back to him, and he's just fucking flexing. Because again, that's what it means to be like to take roids. You're just very narcissistic. It's all about you. Where the fuck is it? A lot of Bossman Jack because I like seeing streamers lose their shits. Just gamblers lose their shit. It's fucking funny.
It is. I agree.
Quick dog vampire, look for this photo. I'm gonna give myself one more minute if I can find it. We'll move on because it's not that important.
This should, it's very interesting to watch and learn about a situation, and to watch someone spiral down and just have
Boom!
two
Found it.
different.
Shut up.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, damn. Really fucking make me look stupid, YouTube.
Can you get up so I can go? Bro, I got one more set. Grant, was that not 5 or 6 right there?
I lost count after the flip.
I lost track because you keep fucking talking. I'm gonna fuck you up, dude. This bullshit. Oh, we're 5 bucks this way. Just fucking. Shut up! I'm trying to work out! Fuck!
Also, not for nothing, but doesn't that slam sound exactly like the one we heard earlier in the Mizkif video, slamming his store?
It's like a 1-for-1.
And then look at this boy. Just start straight up flexing.
God,
What
they
a
look like
douchebag,
balloon-
dog.
They look like balloon animals.
So all that to say this, right? You're taking one psychedelic to, help your, as he says, mental health, and then you take roids at the same time. It's a fucking paradox. Dude. Those two drugs together are fighting each other. And that's going on in his brain, which is leading to these fucking crash outs that he's having on stream.
Particularly his girlfriend Emiru trying to pump out content like usual. He even managed to secure
Yeah, whatever. At this point, his roids are going so strong that he's fucking lashing out.
Drive past this part of get
ass.
I was at his house, we were arguing, and then I asked him for a ride home. Get in his car, we're still arguing, and that's when we drive past this part of the neighborhood where the camera caught the assault, and I have the evidence right here. So that was right before the assault. This is directly after the assault.
Slash! Want to do it again? Huh? You said you could take me 7 times. You didn't listen to yourself, you're drunk and on cocaine. You guys are talking with a friend, you're treating me like shit. You think you're gonna kill myself. And all you can say is fuck you. And all you can do is say fuck you. You think you're treating me like shit. You said, come on, you pulled me out of the car, you said let's go.
In the video, Miz's car comes to a screeching halt, and it's implied that after that point, Mitch pulled him out of the car, wanting to fight him. Miz, being stronger, was able to win the altercation, but Mitch claims that Miz continued to beat him afterwards. Now, we don't know what happened behind the scenes here, as Mitch did not reveal the specific details, and Miz just outright never acknowledged this happening. But given that Miz screams, "You made me want to take my own life," it's clear that his mental state was not very good. Now,
And shout out to Turkey Tom for putting this fucking documentary together. It's fucking awesome. Super concise. Yeah, and not only that, as you see, he's fucking driving super reckless. Something that Mizkif says in his video is that, guys, I have an Audi. Of course I drive fast. But let me show you another video just to prove him wrong.
Anyway, there's something about being trapped in a car with an angry aggro man that is like the absolute most helpless thing. Dude, I did a guy that would go like 100 miles an hour on the, like we would fight in the car, which was never my decision. Like it just always like happened. Like we just would like fight in the car and then he'd go like 100 and I would like literally like beg him to slow down. I'd be so scared and I'd cry and then he would not slow down until I apologized. Whoa. So then I started driving.
So imagine that, dog. You are in a fight with your significant other. They are driving and they're driving at insane speeds. And you tell them, hey, slow down. They're like, I'm not going to slow down until you apologize. How fucking crazy is that shit, dog? That's fucking insane. He's going like 100, 150 plus and being like, if you don't fucking take that shit back right now, I'm going to keep fucking driving. And that's so fucking crazy, dude.
And to just laugh after is disheartening. To laugh about the
like
situation.
I wouldn't let him drive me anywhere.
But then if we would get in a fight while I was driving, he would like pound my ceiling in my glove box.
Ooh,
He would like
that's scary.
scream and like hit the ceiling and like hit the glove box and just like scream profanity and scream like he would like just call me terrible things while he was doing it. And then I'd pull over and be like, get out of my car, and he'd be like, no. And then I was like, well, okay. Because what am I gonna do?
Yeah, what are you
What am I gonna do?
Yep, and then this is Miz. I didn't even know this was part of the clip. Damn, I should have. I could have sworn. I thought it was a whole different clip I had ready. So this is Miz picking up Emiru out of nowhere, and just see what he does.
Oh.
Just fucking drops her, dog. Like, doesn't even put her down nice, and drops her on a weird fucking corner where he kind of just hits her fucking ribs or right the corner of her fucking stomach.
God, dude.
What a fucking dickhead. And look, dog. Look at him. Just turns away. Doesn't even fucking bother to check to see if she's okay.
Anyway, there's.
Yep, and then puts his hand up. Babe, give me a hug. We're cool, aren't we? What the fuck, dude? What kind of sick shit is that?
Fuck, dude.
Where am I at? Where am I at now?
I would only usually stream on.
Any questions you have so far?
No, I think again, anytime I have a question, I had a question about the time span for the steroids, and then it got answered immediately. 4 months is an insane. Like, that's not natural.
It's not, dog. It's fucking crazy. Let me see right here if she says it again.
And not people are going to be asking that before we do this today, and that it's not people, one of whom was present for said incident, withholding this information and not condemning people or starting drama on and why now. And I would like to explain that before you asked me to do this today. Okay, forgive me if I'm just severe about
Alright,
withholding
I'm
this
trying to find
information.
here. I can't fucking find the timestamp. Emmy comes out and she's saying that, again, Mizkif was gonna, if she ever said anything about it, he was gonna come out and destroy her, make her look bad. At one point, she even says like he's gonna come and say that I didn't take care of my rabbits. Because while they were together, she had multiple rabbits and multiple rabbits died, and they were untaken care of. Let me see if I can actually find it in Mizkif's video. Dun, 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 dun. Where are you, Mizkif? Where'd you put it? Also, this is stupid. I don't know why Mizkif does this, but if you see in the video, Mizkif,
these people in this community, which is fine.
he's getting fucking donations, dog. People were donating money.
And I've already been doing it, but I have completely.
I feel like you should have.
And look, and
turned
not only
off.
that, he has TTS on. Like, that's so stupid. That's just a stupid thing to do because people can just be like, "Damn, dude, I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm about to come."
Yeah, any other stream, my guy.
Where he has screenshots? I fucking had I had a document.
I feel like you're about to answer this.
Boom! Found it! Oh,
okay,
there it
cool.
is. So
See
fucking good.
disgusting neglect.
Don't cry, you fucking piece of shit. Shut
We
up.
would yell at each other, fight, and argue all the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain, but I thought it could be fixed over time since things were just so amazing that first year. But
I'm
so
Shut up.
But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of only mode.
I'm over here.
Emiru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now, and I'm just stroking my shit. What a great fucking time to just have TTS on.
Oh, I
dog. This
thought
man's
you
about
were-
to cry. No, it's
thought
right
you
there.
were-
It's someone donating it. You can hear it.
Emiru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life. But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect.
And that's so crazy because it's such a big part of his thing. Is that because again, another huge drama that's going on the internet or on Twitch is that Hassan shocked his dog, right? Put his dog on a shock collar. He spot trained her so she stays on her fucking bed in that one spot for his whole stream. That motherfucker streams for 10 hours. And he's like, he needs to stay there. And he's like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity. I'm gonna throw her under the bus. I'm gonna use this animal cruelty as a way for you to look bad.
No food, no water, sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks. I, along with many others who would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would
Look at that dog. Holy fuck, I'm going to come.
tell her all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt terrible. And my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you." Here is a video up close of Emeru's rabbits. These are small little mites that are inside the rabbit cage, and she didn't care. She completely neglected these animals.
What a wild thing to say, dog. What a wild thing to say. Look at the pen, and she didn't even care. But you cared enough to take a fucking photo, and you care, even though this is in your fucking house, dog. You guys live together. Alright? So you also didn't fucking care. Who the fuck are you to use this fucking thing like, oh, isn't she terrible? Yeah, it also makes you look bad, dipshit. Like, get your head out of your ass, Miz, for 2 fucking seconds. And like,
Animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house knew that they were neglected. This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected. She left them to die. And I'm not going to sit here and have her pretend she didn't. It's fucking disgusting.
you also left them to die, asshole. She's your girlfriend. Alright? Granted, it's her main responsibility, but you can help them out. Alright? You also let them die. They're at your house.
Disgusting.
Cool, dog.
This is a video from my own brother. I didn't record this. These are mites all around her cage. I would tell her to take care of them all the time, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many died just over a year or two of being around in my house.
Again, they're in your house. You also let them die. Alright? You piece of shit. Stop fucking acting like you had no fucking part to play. You had an active part. You're not a fucking, you're not an observer, dog. You're there.
You're a conscientious objector at that point.
100%.
And also, it smells. Pick it up.
100%, bro. It's fucking gross. It is fucking gross.
My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt bad, and my brother once came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me. In fact, when Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on Emeru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits are completely neglected, and this is disgusting." Emeru wouldn't clean the cages, and the smell became so bad that we started to have the rabbits just be outside. I told her if that's the case, she's got to make sure she's giving them water, because they are her responsibility. Instead, these rabbits were left outside in 100-degree heat with no food or water or anything.
Whose fucking fault is that, Miz? You just said you told them that they have to be outside, right? So it's actually your fault that they're outside, dipshit. It's your fucking fault. And not only that, this is a big house, dude. Tons of people live there. Nobody can give these these animals some food or water. And again, this is in Austin. Austin, Texas, a fucking desert where this heat gets up to like 100+ degrees almost daily. What the fuck is your problem? And the nights are so fucking cold.
And rabbits are so low maintenance. It's not even that hard to just open a trash bag and like dump it in there. Like, it's so easy to do it, dude.
Most of the time being in cages with no bedding besides poop all over the place. Emmy didn't.
Yeah, whatever.
In December of 2024, Miz publicly stated that his court case with Adriana Lee was coming to a close.
Fortunately, after 2 years, I'm finally glad to announce that the court has dismissed all allegations against me in relation to those allegations. After months of litigation, those allegations were thrown out of the courtroom, and the plaintiff is required to pay my attorney fees.
Despite
Yep. How fucking tough is that, dog? How shitty is that? Dude, you believe you've been sexually assaulted and then you have to fucking pay the guy. That's fucking
his
terrible.
collaborations seemingly
Then he moves to LA because he feels slighted and he's got too much bad press, so he leaves Austin and goes to LA.
continuing to provide content for him, Miz
now totally debunked about
in the biggest drama of my life.
Yeah. No one cares.
And that's a very sad.
What is this?
2022.
I feel like my brain cracked when it happened. I almost feel like I'm not doing this as a hit piece on Ludwig. On like Instagram. And if you're
in his multi
that watched me over the years but thought I did that, give me another chance.
Simultaneously, he appeared on multiple podcasts within a short period of time, clearly preparing for a comeback and a new chapter in his life. But
yep, so he's on a media tour trying to get fucking people to watch him again. Yada yada yada. He goes to LA. This keeps happening.
Many likely thought she would be discussing Twitch at length, and while she did
anyways, they have a very toxic and just fire relationship going. What have I not touched on? Domestic violence, animal cruelty, anger issues, driving fast. The sexual assault, dog. How did I fucking miss that?
Open by discussing public to raise awareness of her career. One thing and you hate this community and hate the
What is this? Oh, this is him again being. This is him being super manipulative. Here you read. Do you want to be Mizkif or Emiru?
I think I'm good. I think I'll be Mizkif.
All right, go
What
be
the
Mizkif.
fuck? You literally lift your legs like a cheerleader multiple times, stick a bottle between your legs and play with it. Farm those parasocial people by doing this content in the first place. After claiming to me you don't want these weirdos, and you hate this community, and you hate the just chatting community.
Again, Emiru is a big content creator. She's also a very attractive woman. All right. That means that she gets a lot of stalkers. Okay. And this man is talking shit about her, putting her down, saying it's your fault that you're getting these suckers. Emiru says, I generally don't think of these things as sexual when I'm doing it, especially since I'm wearing pajama pants, but I will stop.
Okay, lol.
And then we go on. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Sexual assault. So let's move on to that. This is the last big thing. So after they break up, Emmy and Ms. asks Emmy's like, can we just meet one last time for closure? She says yes. She invites him over. They're talking. Eventually she begins to cry. Ms. hugs her and they begin to cuddle. He says for about half an hour. They begin to kiss. Emmy says, I just let it happen. I didn't stop it at that point because, she was wrecked with emotions. And then he begins to move forward and he shoves his hand down her pants, where she then violently screams. Miz then gets up. He's like, I don't know. You just made me feel weird. I'm gonna leave. And just bounces. What a fucking wild thing to do, dog. Isn't that not fucking crazy? You and your girlfriend break up. You begin to kiss her. I'm assuming she's not really fucking trying that hard. I mean, and then he just fucking just puts his hand down her pants. And then she's like, "No, I'm uncomfortable." And he's like, "All right, well, now I'm uncomfortable, so I'm gonna leave." Which I'm like, I guess good on him for not like, you know, continue the assault, but it's just so fucking weird, dude. Read the fucking room.
That's. I mean, yeah, that's sure. Good on him for backing himself out of that situation, but also
What the fuck?
Yeah.
punched holes in walls, and at one point even threw his phone at her, giving her a bruise.
He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, you know, it scared
we
me.
talked about this.
He always, you know, would like
Scream and bang on the door while she waited, and the proud owner of an Audi R8. And according to her, he would drive his supercar extremely fast, including during arguments. She describes one specific scenario in which she and Miz were sitting in a restaurant, and he saw on his phone that Mr. Beast had invited another streamer to be in his video, a streamer that was not Mizkif. Supposedly, this led to Miz driving 150 miles per hour in his car with Emmy in the passenger seat, saying he wanted to take his own life the entire time. These outbursts would apparently be very consistent.
What a crazy fucking thing to do, dog.
I'm glad
You
he
are
didn't
already
overreact.
a multi-millionaire, and you're upset that Mr. Beast didn't invite you to do a video with him.
I'm just glad he didn't overreact. No, it seems like this one was very calm.
Yeah, it was very calm, collected. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If Mr. Beast didn't invite me, when he doesn't invite me, I want to kill myself all the time, dude. God, it's such a luxury that I'm still here. It's a miracle that I'm still here.
Oh God, dude.
I'm not in a relationship with. And he's having a lot.
Anyways, they break up, and he begins to become one of her stalkers, dog. He's trying to rebuild the bridge so they're still good, and he doesn't get too much backlash in the public eye. But obviously, after everything we heard, she's very uncomfortable to be around him. But he's like watching her stream, following her around at parties. If she's at a party that he wasn't invited to, he'll still try to get there just to be near her, so they could talk and be cool with everybody. Dog, this guy is so unhinged. At the end of all of this, just skip to this part.
Time goes on, because why not?
He also outright states that he did in fact tell her employee at TwitchCon that if a little bit of added context for the unfamiliar, him trying to stop her from encouraging more parasocial behavior.
She actually commented on Emeru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits..."
She was crying during the interaction. Steroid use definitely didn't help, and probably posted, he took to his...
And I immediately sprung up as if that made...
Okay, let's perfect. This is sexual
While
assault.
Emiru claims that she thinks...
Let's fucking watch
I'm
this.
ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me.
I totally forgot about this part, dog. How did I forget about this? So, yes, this man is, again, driving at hundreds of miles an hour, saying he wants to kill himself. He gets so mad that he kicks his friend's ass, breaks his tooth, you know, punching, you know, the fucking roof of cars, saying he wants to kill himself because he's not in fucking Mr. Beast videos, punching holes in walls, slamming doors. And he's like, well, she's also violent, dude. She threw plushies at me. What am I gonna do? Not defend myself?
Oh no. She threw the plushies, dog. That's dangerous. That's warfare right
And we
there.
fucking saw those plushies, dude. Look at these plushies. Look at them.
Whoa,
They're
I didn't
fucking
know.
dangerous.
Dog,
Can you imagine being hit by one of these guys, dude? What would you even do? How would you survive?
Well, I know the right to bear arms is a constitutional right, but put those things away, man.
I know, dude. Second Amendment all the way. That's right. We're fucking patriots on this fucking this platform.
And I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression.
Now, I can see the...
So, again, dude, she would throw plushies at me, so in retaliation, I punched holes in the wall.
God, that's
point
like
he's
some
trying to make here,
divorce
but
dad
ultimately,
shit,
as the
dude.
audience pointed out,
And I immediately sprung up, stage, kiss. She said,
right, which is when he put the move action trying to make here, but ultimately, as the audience pointed out, these two things...
All right, so now we're going to talk about the sexual assault. I tried to state it, but let's get someone who's way better and way more coherent.
They're not really equal. Miz also responds to her claims of sexual assault. While Emiru claims that she was crying during the interaction and she let him kiss her, he claims that they were kissing outright, which is when he put the moves on her.
We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then.
Now, this particular part of his response has caused a lot of...
That's just like, I'm sorry, I didn't say sorry, whatever.
In the wake of the 2022 drama, Mizkif's mental state deteriorated rapidly. After his response was posted, he took
Hey, don't harass people. Come and just chill. And the people say this place is freaking out. I know I've done a lot wrong in my years on Twitch, but I wish I could take it back. A lot of it, it's not weird. People don't know because people don't watch me. I've been in therapy for almost a year. I've been working on myself, and I want to continue to do so. I'm not going to go back to the place I once was. I was suicidal, depressed, and taking every type of
Drug.
and in do yeah. I'm just cutting it off.
Yeah.
And in doing that, I hurt myself more. I was on steroids because I thought it would fix myself. I was taking shrooms every day to fix my brain, but that destroyed me. Never take shrooms when depressed, like ever. It would take my head and push it into a pool, trying to drown myself on shrooms. So for 2 years, all I did was take shrooms to fix my brains and steroids to fix myself. I tried acid and that backfired. Maybe
So
try
let's
one thing, Doug.
being sober. Have you tried being sober? Did you try that?
Yeah, just therapy, honestly.
Also, like, let's see. I was taking shrooms every day to fix my brain, but that destroyed me. How many times do you have to take shrooms for you to fucking realize it doesn't work? Also, every day is crazy, dog. As someone who has taken shrooms, I like shrooms. I will do them again in the future. However, I wouldn't take them fucking every day
I mean,
because
at that point, just
it fries
sm-
your brain in a way, dog.
smoke weed, Doug.
Yeah, that's why I smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day.
And then he's like, I would take my head and push it into my pool trying to drown myself on shrooms. That's so wild, dog. And as someone who is depressed, I've never gotten like this on shrooms, dog. He must have been in a whole different fucking world. The craziest thing I ever did on shrooms is I fought a bush. I fought a bush.
I remember you telling me this. It's still funny to this day.
Yeah, for those who don't know, the first time I took shrooms, I was with my best friend at the time, my high school best friend, and I was seeing this bush. It was very big. It was a tall bush. And different section of the bush were moving. All right, they were moving in circular patterns. So like one part was moving clockwise, one position was moving counterclockwise. And I remember telling my friend, I was like, "Dog, this bush is trying to fuck with me." And he's like, "What?" And I was like, "I know for a fact that this bush isn't fucking actually moving like that, but my brain doesn't know that. So I need to go over there and I gotta fight that bush. I gotta touch that bush. And you know what, dog? If there is something in that bush, fuck it, dude. I'll fight it." I was 22 at the time. Because that's what stupid idiots do when they're on shrooms.
To his offline chat to speak about this a bit, stating that during that time period, he did in fact take steroids, took shrooms every day, and at one point took acid. He even specifically clarifies that the steroids gave him anger issues. Now, if you've done a little bit of reading online, or you watch trend
Sorry, the fucking birds are talking. The birds are speaking. Uh,
The
hello?
Trend Twins. Hello.
Alright, fantastic. Yeah, fuck. I can't get these birds to shut up.
No, they're on
Jesse!
me.
Shush. I don't know why you gotta speak so much. You've been quiet all day, dude, but every time I try to stream and talk to my friends, you guys gotta talk. Don't be rude.
Dog is just interested. Let him give his opinion.
Now they're kissing.
Oh,
Gross.
oh, that's sweet. Gross.
Yeah, but okay, so this guy already has anger issues, and then he's taking roids on top of that. It's fucking stupid. Yep.
crash out after the 2022 drama, and I'm sure doing psychedelic drugs like mushrooms and acid didn't help either. Now, up until this point, I've mostly avoided talking about the reactions of the
Yeah, whatever. At the end of all of this, dog, at the end of his video, at the end of Emiru's video, and after everyone's had their own reaction, you know what he does? Take a
Take more
guess.
shrooms. Take more shrooms, or
No, this is
blame
current day. This is current day.
blame everyone else around him for misunderstanding him.
Close. Very close.
Oh, okay.
He's suing Emiru And this guy down here on the left, Asmongold, for defamation.
Yeah, yeah. He's just misunderstood.
Mm-hmm.
Gold has been shitting on him relentlessly. Livestream fails made South Park edits where Miz is Cartman, because of course they did, with his, I assume now former friends. NMP Lex is seen as a hero, Mizkif or Bow, and Pokimane now
Yeah. Everyone's got a
found
fucking
has
axe.
now cast him into the Shadow Realm. Meanwhile, years of silence. And Mizkif has officially been dropped from OTK for the final time. The organization he helped found has now cast him into the Shadow Realm. Meanwhile, Asmongold has implied that more stories are soon to come out.
There have been 2 additional people that have alleged that he assaulted them within less than 24 hours of this stuff coming out. And not a single person that is in the space that knew him is really defending him.
And the most recent development in this story is that Mizkif has filed a lawsuit against Emiru, Asmongold, and OTK. Looking at Mizkif's career...
Yep. So that's the long and short of it, dog. Now let's go to the actual lawsuit itself.
My God, dude. That's... Defamation is a serious claim.
Then, but it's legal now. There's a lawsuit now, and this is something that is absolutely going to blow back on Mizkif, and we're going to get into that today. Of course, I've got a PowerPoint that I'm back. So this is Mizkif. I know that there's an unredacted version. Anybody can go out there and find. Once again, all this uses a different. Do not represent.
Let's get to it.
Thing
Let's
is
get to it.
key
Shut
to
up.
what's going on here. Talk about PK as a corporate unit. Obviously, they all had some ownership stakes in this. They all had a. Why do I say strongest possible? Because now,
all right, let's get to this. There's
so obviously depriving Mizkif of his shares is one of the claims at stake here. So let's get into this lawsuit. So first, we have breach of contract. Now, this is the strongest possible claim. Now, why do I say strongest possible? Because we don't have the entire contract. Now, I can speculate on what that is based on, number one, my experience with these types of contracts, and number two, having written some types of contracts like this myself. As you guys may or may not know, I'm a corporate lawyer. I have reviewed an argument that he does have, and this is me being honest and upfront, is that there might be some breach of contract until we see the contract. My argument here in my kind of thoughts for OTK in general would be release the contract. It's going to come out as part of discovery. It's going to come out as part of this process.
Yada. Basically, OTK saying that, dude, you breached the contract. You got sponsorships, you got brand deals and other stuff without going through us, through the proper channels. So you made money on the side, basically cutting us out, which is a big no-no. A lot of orgs do that. Basically, that's kind of the beauty of being in an org. You kind of simplify the whole like brand deal process. Other people, aka your company, the people who work for your organization, are going out and reaching out to brands and companies, being like, "Hey, would you be interested in working with this YouTuber, with this streamer?" And when they do, obviously they get a commission, they get a kickback. And doing it outside comes with penalties. And that's he's suing them, one, for breach of contract, and two, being like, you guys are defaming me. You guys are trying to ruin my life. You guys have cost me money. Are guys trying to make me look like an asshole, which I'm not. But I beg to differ.
This sounds like, dude, I don't know if you remember in the early days of YouTube, those multi-channel networks that everyone was a part of.
Yeah, like Machinima and all that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what that is.
Yeah, okay.
And then we're just gonna leave it on this one last thing before we leave. No, that's not it. That's not it. No. God damn it, where is it?
The thumbnail.
No, that's not it. Where the fuck is it? Son of a bitch. All right, quick vamp. I'm gonna look for you real quick.
Yeah,
I'll give myself 2 minutes. If I don't find it, that'll be it.
I think the contract's going to play a very important part. It's going to come up in Discovery. Also, during when I was trying to be like a Minecraft YouTuber, like everyone and their mom was back then, I got approached by one of these scam multi-channel networks, and I unknowingly jumped into one, and I unknowingly sign up with a bunch of fees. And it was a scam, so I immediately stopped it when someone was like, maybe you shouldn't be paying all that. But it's it's not important at all to what's happening, but to see his not only just his body transformation and like in each clip, but like his head, it's much more slender. It's very unhealthy how fast that is.
Sorry.
That's
This Emmy's 5 head. I always have to look it up.
yeah.
One more minute. If I can't find it, that'll be it. Basically, what I'm trying to find is that there is a clip where Emmy and Miz are having a very nice heart-to-heart, and Emmy's like, Miz, you're a really nice guy. You don't think you are, but you've always been nice to me. I know you don't believe you can trust anyone, but I hope I can be one of those people that I, I can be that. And as they're having this conversation, oh no, is this it?
You were there for me in times where literally no one else could have helped me.
I
and
fucking
for that
found
and
it,
so
dog.
many
I'm
other
awesome.
reasons, you'll always have a friend in me. And I hope that this is one of the best years you've ever had, and I wish you all of the happiness and success in the world because you deserve it. Happy birthday!
Dude, what the hell was that? Oh, damn, that was a lot.
Bastard.
Oh.
You were there for me.
Perfect way to end it. Yeah. So that's the long and short of it.
It's disheartening to watch these people have a platform.
Yeah. If you want, I can show how long have we been streaming for?
Like an hour 10, I think.
I don't feel like it. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like maybe 40 minutes.
No, it's been an
Oh,
hour
hour
10.
20 minutes. Oh, wow, dude,
Yeah.
fucking time flew by. All right. I thought it was
You said
really
you weren't going to have enough time.
I didn't think I was gonna have enough time. I thought I was really fucking going through it pretty quick. Let me just show a little bit more of this audio, this phone call.
Slick's done, and I'm like,
because he was
Right.
friends with what the fuck is her name?
Aslan,
Or
this
his-
adds up with everything I told you, correct?
Kyle and Anna.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was.
so then from there, he did the same thing. Good.
Yeah.
Barry then from there, he
Mhm.
said to us, "Yo, Slick's done," and I'm like, he wouldn't really give us a good description. He's like, "Slick's done. It's over. Adriana is fucking saying that this shit's bad. It's done." And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck does that mean? And Barry
Yeah,
kind of hung up, and Adriana we didn't get a hold of them pretty much ever until I think, Mitch, what happened then? Didn't
Again, you didn't get a hold of him because why? Because again, your friend may have sexually assaulted her, and she didn't feel comfortable talking to you guys.
Yeah, you're forcing yourself on a situation where your presence is not needed or wanted in the slightest.
Let's see what this
In an appropriate manner, he was ready to.
was that place? Me and Slick
thing
were
is,
sitting
like-
there.
First time, but
When they left the place, me and Slick
thing
were
is,
sitting
like-
there. It's over.
But is there
I'm
more
telling
to
you,
the
Train,
story?
It really was that way, and I don't know how.
What Mitch just said and what you just
put himself in this
I was crying when they left.
experience in life. You think someone that has gone through it herself
train and
It was basically Milo.
experience in life.
That you just said, Matt.
Is it possible to remember? Were there witnesses? Because I didn't hear this is a very official. And if you think anybody here
God, he's
happens,
so
now that
disorganized.
doesn't mean that they can't be
Shut up, fucking Destiny, you fucking sex pest.
or Asmund or anybody. Everybody could have a reason to lie.
That's what Mitch told me as
Shit
well.
like this, and then they were telling her what to write in the tweet longer, so it wouldn't look bad for Crazy Slick.
Isn't that fucking crazy, dog? Isn't that fucking wild? You sent your friends, and now your friends are telling this fucking victim what they should write. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, no, I care. I care so much. But here, let me tell you how you should do it. God, do you remember? It reminds me so much. That Ted Lasso episode where Keely's nudes got leaked,
Yeah.
and the person she was dating with at the time was like, "I care, but I also have like an important place socially. So like, here's what you should say. This is my way of caring about you." And it made me so uncomfortable. This makes me uncomfortable, dude.
Yeah.
It's fake. It's
just wrong, dude.
unfair. It's just wrong. Yeah, it's just wrong.
Just wrong, dude. And like it's crazy, and it sucks because like, what the like this guy would be fine, you know? What's gonna happen to him? He's gonna be a fucking millionaire. He's gonna be still living in LA. Just no one's gonna like him. But oh no, who cares? You know,
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
you're
he's
set for life.
yeah. At the end of the day, you're a Twitch streamer. The people who know about you and what's going on is very small and minute. You know, he's gonna be able to go on and live off his life, and he's gonna be fucking set for life. He's gonna be able to retire, dude. He's like, how old is Mizkif? I think he's
I'm
like
gonna call it
31, 32.
38. Watch. 38.
He's 30. He's 30 right on the dot. He's gonna just be able to fucking just, be able to
Oh,
retire at 30. He's fine.
yeah, I don't. I wasn't feeling bad for him. I don't feel bad less. Yeah, you're good, dog. Good job.
Yeah. All right. Ready to do this outro, dog? See if
Yeah.
I don't fuck it up this time.
Hold on, give me a sec. I need to. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. All right, guys. Thanks for diving into the world with us, from Reddit rabbit holes to giving news black holes.
If you enjoyed the chaos, hit that follow button before reality sets back in.
We'll be back next broadcast with more stories, more nonsense, probably fewer brain cells.
So stay strange, stay curious, and don't forget to tune in next time.
And just like that, you've survived another transmission from 89.9, The Void. The broadcast is over. The signal remains. End transmission.
Toy stores don't take games seriously. You gotta talk to gamers.